about how you doing, welcome to get talks interviews as I interview people that had their own YouTube channel or business. Tonight I have a very special guest. Her Instagram just got on my feet. Some reason it fell my feet. And I was like, okay, I'm taking a look, the banner and all that stuff, went to the page and all that good stuff. Oh no, okay, so it's not taxes and stuff. Okay. No nothing but nothing. So I just I just inboxed her and said, hey, are you interested for an interview? I said, yeah, sure. So she agreed and she's here. Miss Kelly White, how you doing today this morning?
Good morning. How are you?
Doing good. So please tell the people that do not know about you how you started your business and how you be successful today.
Okay, so my name is Kelly Wyatt. By profession, I am an educator, now administrator for the last 27 years. And over this last year, I have moved into the entrepreneur lane. I am a serial entrepreneur, meaning I do apparel, I do the blinged out chucks and all of that. But I moved into passive income, residual income, and the multiple streams of income, and I've done that through the travel platform. So in this last year, I have partnered with a host agency to open up a travel agency where it's 100% remote from home. I am, the owner of my own business, travel business. It's Fair Trade Commission, IRS compliant, and it's a 1099 business opportunity. But it also allows me the ability to build residual income from home. It allows me to build the multiple streams of income, which really help my family out. So not only do I have my own business, I now help others start theirs as well. So over this last year, I have helped over 300 travel business owners launch their business. And it's completely remote. You build it into your schedule. So this opportunity can be for anybody 18 or over, honestly. Like my 19-year-old son has his travel agent credentials. So you're a stay-at-home mom, you're in school full-time or part-time, or maybe you just can't be out the house for a second job, right? Because you have family responsibilities. You don't want to sacrifice time away from the little league practice and games, right? You can be like, even for somebody in my position where I do well at work, but this business opportunity have now afforded me an additional streams of income that's me and my full-time salary that I worked 27 years for. I'm now at 1/3 of that in less than a year, right? So we do have people who use it for a couple extra $100 a month, or really who just use their credentials to book their own travel and their family's travel. But we do have people, I've supported people who are building businesses that are now garnering towards six figures. We have somebody who booked over $3 million in travel in the last 4 years. She started out as a prison guard, right? We have people who it's just so wide open what you can do. And what it has done for me and my family in this last year, it has changed everything. So I'm out here actively seeking to help other people do it, because everybody travel. Like, who don't you know that's not traveling somewhere, right?
So
Right.
so what made you start your business? Was it your idea, was it college or what?
No, actually, my little sister told me about it. So she had her credentials first, and she said, "Hey sis, you know what? I got this opportunity for us to make money in the travel world." Now she's a true entrepreneur, like heart, spirit, brain. So, and she's all about her money. So for her to say, I said, "All right, you know what? Let me take a look at it. I'll give it a try." And what it has done for me and my family by far exceeded anything I ever expected, right? Because I'm already naturally busy. So I didn't know how much time I would have to devote to it. I didn't know how lucrative it really could be. And where the travel agent really fall in, because everybody does a lot on the internet anyway. But if you're booking already, like if you're booking on Expedia, Priceline, if you're calling hotels directly, you're still paying that commission. Even when you book on Expedia, you are paying a commission. It's just that's how Expedia stays in business. But as a travel agent, I can now book on Expedia, and now I get the travel commission. And when I say commissions, I mean something like I booked a room for a couple. They went to Mexico for a week. My commission was over $500 Took me literally a half an hour to do it. I had a girlfriend last year who she went on 3 different trips, and I told her, don't go on another trip without talking to me. We had the conversation. She got her credentials. I told her how much money she was leaving on the table. She went on her birthday trip this summer. She booked 2 rooms. When she came home, she received a check for $942. That's a commission check. That's the money that we were, every time you go and you look up travel and you go and book it on Expedia, once you hit, you did all the work already. You are a travel agent, but you're just not getting paid. But once you hit book it or you pay for your room, that's the money that Expedia was making off of us. Now we can get it back. But it ranges. Like my travel mentor, he did a destination wedding for almost 200 people. His commission check for that one trip was $42,000. For that one trip, that's somebody's annual salary. And he did it in one trip. But the beauty of this business opportunity is you do it how it fits your lifestyle. It's not shift work. Like I don't have to clock in from 5 to 9, 3 days a week. It's a half an hour here. I do 20 minutes here. It's like when I feel like working my business, or when or somebody needs something from me and I'm available. So it fits into my schedule. It's on-demand training. You'll get a virtual website. You'll get your IATA, your ITA, and clear credentials. That's everything you need to book travel. And then there's a second opportunity, which is what I do both, where I'm able to refer the business to others, and I get paid for that too. So the same way we say, hey guys, what's the best place to get a cheesesteak? And everybody have their places where they want to go, right? You're referring people to a place, and that place, like when you say Chubby's or D'Alessandro's, they're not cutting you a check for sending people to them. But in this opportunity, if I refer somebody to get their travel agent credentials and start their business, I get a referral fee. And that business opens me up to 8 different ways to get paid in a month. 8.
8? Wow.
Yeah.
Were you kind of nervous when you started your business?
I was, because I wasn't familiar with it, right? Like I was the one who would book travel for me and my girlfriend, so I knew enough how to book travel online. But I didn't know that the travel agent component of it. I didn't know that there was in my head, I just always believed you spent more money when you work with a travel agent. That's the biggest myth out there, because the customer don't pay the travel agent. It's the hotels, the cruise lines, they all pay the travel agent because it's already built into the price of the room. Even down to excursions. Let's say you want to go to Jamaica, you want to do that rafting, the lime rafting. You could book that and get a commission. I could get NBA tickets, NFL ticket, concert tickets, and get a commission. So like right now, I'm sending a group down to Florida this weekend to go see the Eagles and Tampa Bay game. I got the flights, the hotel, the rental car, and the game tickets, and got commission on everything.
You hear it first, y'all. If your foot bag, talk to her.
So it's Beyonce tickets, Chris Brown tickets, theater tickets. You want to go to New York and see a show on Broadway? You could do it. I sent a couple to Vegas, and they wanted to see New Edition when they were out there. I was able to get their flights, their hotel stay, and their tickets for the New Edition residency, and got commission on it all. So it's not rocket scientists in one sense, because everybody's traveling, whether it's for family, bereavement, vacation, business. Everybody is on an Amtrak train, a flight, hotel. They're on something. And it's that's why this industry is so huge. It's a $10 trillion industry, and it's projected to go to 15 trillion in the next 10 years.
So how the name Kreative Sipz and
Kreative Sipz?
Yeah, how that name come from?
So that's my original business name. I started with making custom wine glasses. So that's where the Kreative Sipz come in. Mm-hmm. And that was the Kreative Sipz and Tripz. So it started with the custom wine glasses that I hand painted and then free design. Then it went to apparel. Then it was the customized bling sneakers and stuff, which I still do. Mm-hmm. And now I added this in because, again, I'm expanding my portfolio. But I will be transparent in that this business have exceeded that previous business because there's more of a demand for travel than it is for that customized. Or now I'm able to merge the two, because now when you go away, you want to get your custom tees for the family trip. So I'm able to marry the two together.
What's the pros and cons being a travel agent or a business owner?
I'm gonna say the pro is the freedom. It's like the freedom in that I'm building, right? And I'm being able to design my ideal life. So it's like thanks to my business, I was able to like loosen the purse strings for my family. Like I was able to get my my first dream car and give my car to my son who's in college. Like when I have two sons in college, so when they call, I'm able to provide whatever they need thanks to this business. The stress just isn't there. And like this is something that I wish that I had when they were younger, when I couldn't work a second job because I was raising three sons and
Mm.
I had to be around. So I wish I had this then where I could still be home and do this. So that's definitely a pro. Another pro is that it works around your schedule. So like I'm a twilight hour person, like I'm up from 2 to 5. So if I want to go do some research, do some training, look up some rates, I can do it then. Like I don't have to, all right, I have to be at my computer from 5 to 9. That's not how this works. You build like it builds into your schedule. If there was the kind that I have is I didn't start sooner.
What you what was it hard when you started your business? What was the first what was the first travel have you been on? Like what travel what have you,
Well, I was already traveling anyway, but just being able to book my own now and know like the insider deals, like we had to cancel a trip, but knowing how to navigate and contact my business partners and book something else like immediately, right? Or like I had a customer that was at a place, she was having difficulties getting through to the front desk. I was able to call as a travel agent and it expedited some things, right? Um, it's just it's a different, I don't want to say different level of respect because I don't say places disrespect customers, but pissing off a customer, one customer is a little bit different from pissing off one travel agent because they know a travel agent speak to multiple people about travel.
um,
So they look at us a little bit different. The response is a little bit different. And I saw that when my customer was having an issue in Puerto Rico. Like when I called, it was like right on. And my customer called me to thank me. She was like, I've been calling them to no avail. And the minute, once I got in touch with them, it was a little bit different because it holds a little bit more weight because they want those connections with the travel agencies, the host agencies, because the reach is so much further.
what was it? I mean, I know you're at home, and you ever like you have some days that you don't want to go to work, and it's like
But
it's
that's
too
the
stressful.
beauty.
It's
But
too
that's the
stressful.
beauty. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's like too stressful for you.
But see, that's the beauty of this business. If I can't work a particular day, I just don't. I don't have nobody to answer to but me. Think about the poppy store, right? If the poppy store don't open, it just don't open that day, right? Like, but that's what this allows us to do. Like, even when I registered for my credentials, I didn't touch my business for the first 2 months because it was like state testing. My son was graduating senior prime.
Mm-hmm.
And it was okay. It's my business to do that with. Or think about when a poppy store closes for a month because they go back home for vacation, right? They go back to the DR or something for vacation. It's the same thing here. If I choose not to work a given week, I choose not to work a given week. It's my business. Nobody's saying you have to work today. Like you set your own hours. There are no quotas. There are no mandates. This is your business.
Do you want when the time when the time is up? Do you want to pass it down to your sons, or these sons? Do you have a different path for them?
Well, so where I am right now, well, one of my youngest son does have his travel agent credentials, so he's already started his business.
Okay.
But what I love about the referral side of my business is I'm at a position now in a year's time where I'm now what they call a director. And with that, I'm now able, like, if something happened to me, my son will continue receiving everything that I've built, right? So my residual income will go to him, my passive income will go to him. Any bonuses I get from my team goes to him, my director bonus. So now my future grandkids will be able to benefit from what I'm doing now. So that's that generational wealth that everybody keeps talking about now. I'm now building that for my future grandkids. And again, getting an additional $500 on the first of the month, that comes in handy. Now imagine I keep building, I'm now getting an additional 1,000 or 1,500. My son will keep getting that.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay.
so, so it's just like a gift that keeps on giving from mommy, and now my future grandkids will benefit from it.
So when do, do you ever before you go to work or anything, do you ever talk to yourself that hey, this gonna be a good day, this gonna be a good week, depending on whatever.
Absolutely. When I look at my office, because you do get a virtual office, right? When I look at my virtual office and see my checks get ready to be cut, yo, what y'all want to do? Like, we got some things coming through. Like, what you need? Like, so absolutely. My son was, like I said, my one son, he was able to get a newer car. Like, well, he didn't have a car going into his second year, but I was able to gift him a car. So yes, things like so yeah, and my one that's in school in Massachusetts, he's getting ready to get a car. I'm able to do that because of my travel business. And then my paycheck to strictly take care of the household the way it's done. My travel business take care of everything extra. But we do have people who've grown this business into six figures who have retired from their jobs and do this full time because it becomes that lucrative. If you put the work in, like it's here for you. Like the money's there.
Well, what's the hard part being a? I know I asked that question, but what anything that makes you like? Well, I'll put it this way: if you weren't doing this, do you have like a like plan B if you wanted doing this travel business? You,
Honestly, well, I've already had my apparel business, but this was a pleasant surprise. Like I didn't know I was looking for this. It found me, and it has completely changed everything about my life in this last year.
so how like being in the business for 27 years. So for the past 27 years, what have you learned from beginning to where you at now?
So what I'll say is I'm in a nice position in my career, right?
Mm.
I do well. But when I'm looking at the different unions fighting over 3% for a raise, and I'm looking to see what my passive income in my business was able to provide, I was able to give myself a 33% raise in 1 year. So what it taught me was you can't rely on just your 9 to 5. You have to have additional, regardless of what the lane is, you have to have something additional going on in order to survive in today's world. You have to.
Did you survive this world? I mean, I'm not gonna say that did you survive it? Was it hard to survive this whole 27 year?
Yeah,
Uh,
it took me a while to get to where I was. It took me a while to get here, and I'm in a great place professionally. But as I told even the ones who are already doing well, why settle for well when wealthy is available?
what, so when uh, if you have any, so if someone come, I know you help a lot of people, but if someone like come and ask for they want to book a, they want to book a trip to whatever, what kind of what kind of help you want to do? You want if you, I mean,
So
what
what I
kind?
will
Yeah.
So what I will say, if anybody wants to begin their travel business, and I do have like a network of support. I do walk them through the onboarding. I do train them, and I'm with them every step of the way. If they're interested in starting their own travel business, they could text travel to 267-248-5318. They can go to my page on Instagram. I'll put it in the chat. Kreative Sipz, and that's with a K. Okay. The
Okay.
same way if they want to book travel, they can reach out to me the same way. But I wanted, like, my goal is to help as many people as possible open up their financial portfolio. Like, my goal is to get as many people as possible making money in travel. Because I can book your travel for you, or I could teach you how to book your travel and get paid for it.
So with that, with what they when someone want to learn from the, I'm not saying veteran, but the people who've been there for a long time. So
Mhm.
how many people I know you don't have it. Do you have anybody under you, or is it just you?
So I've helped over 300 people start their travel businesses in the last year. So while they're not quote unquote under me because they all have their own businesses, they are under me in the sense that I help them, or like I've helped them or somebody I'm connected to help them start up.
So when what they need, what something went go wrong, do they call you and
Well,
you
I'm
have?
here for support. Yes, I'm here to help. I'm here to help them through it. So our motto is you're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. So I do have a messenger chat. We do have a band app chat. There are Facebook pages for support as customer service, marketing, sales resources. There are training sessions. We do onboarding sessions. We do virtual meetups or check-ins. We provide a ton of support for anybody getting into this business.
And what and the best and the best what's the best part of being a business owner? Do you look, well, put it way, do you love what you do?
I do. I really do. I do because one, I get to experience the world through a different lens. I'm getting to earn while I travel, right? It's watching what it's done for my family, and I get to help others do the same. So I do love what I do.
And when you, I mean when you mentioned that you weren't nervous doing it, and you have other branches besides the 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 head, the headquarters. I call it headquarters. You have other satellite branches out,
Hmm.
other stuff. And do you ever travel to people who need like help with the travel process? So you
So I have business partners all over the United States and Belize. So we do travel out. There are business meetings being held all over. And we do support them virtually. So like I will hop on a Zoom with somebody. I do hop on calls to help people. I was on the phone with somebody last night helping them book a group trip. So and again, and then they'll get like when they do that, they get the money. It's not about me. I'm just here to support you until you are able to do it on your own.
so what the most people have spent on going on travel?
How much do they spend?
I mean, what the most have people have spent on traveling?
It varies person to person, but like it's a $10 trillion industry. So it
Mhm.
really depends. Like each person have their own budget. But like I said, my mentor booked a destination went to Jamaica for almost 200 people. His commission was $42,000. So I can only imagine how much they spent on that trip. But he walked away with a check for $42,000.
And what made you to do you have a mentor that mentor you to be where you at now?
Hmm. So I have mentors too, and then whoever partners with me will have access to those mentors. My mentors are making $250,000 or more in travel.
Wow. So
Yes,
what did the mentor taught you? What you learned from your mentor? What you
how to
what?
navigate this business and how to make money in it. So absolutely.
Wow, that's and the best. And what the let's put it way. If someone ever come book a trip and they didn't and they go on the trip and it didn't go what whatever planned. What what do you do when the customer?
So it would vary. It would vary depending on what went wrong. Was it error on my end? Was it a destination error? Was it just
Mhm.
like an awful trip because of the thing, like because of them? There were things. So there are different things we could do. Like one, I would be of support to try to help rectify that or resolve it while they're there, and then we'll see what we can get in lieu of it. But like if somebody say I want to go to this place and they're dead set on going to that place and they don't like it, it's not much I can do. I'm gonna recommend like not to go to a certain place during hurricane season. I'm gonna recommend, like there's certain things I'll recommend, but at the end of the day, they choose. But if something go wrong with the facility or something like that, like that's when I'll get involved and talk to the plate, talk to the actual resort. And there are certain things that I can do with my customers that everybody might not do. But like if we do have incentives, like there's certain things, like certain perks that I have as a travel agent that I'm able to provide. But that's stuff that's more so internal gifts and like like it's certain things that I can do.
What's the most travel places have people have gone to? Let them,
The most common ones are the Mexico's, Punta Cana, Jamaica.
is Cancun part of it, or was it?
That's Mexico, yeah.
I
That's the
have to
most
put
common.
I have to put Cancun because people always want to go to Cancun. Like,
Those are the most common, yes.
so what do you do when people ask for the do you give them like they want their money but when people ask for their money back, do you give them their refund or
Well,
yeah, yeah,
it would be based off of whatever place. Like they're not paying me, they're paying the resort.
okay.
I'm just linking them with it. So with refunds and everything is based off of the place they choose in their refund policy. But that'll be explained to them before they book.
So what the do you have to tell the resort they need the money back or did that contact or that resort had to
Right.
call?
So I like whatever the policy is of the business,
Hmm.
that's what I would relate to my customer prior to going in. So they would know, like, if they need to cancel a trip up until how far in advance they get to cancel it, things like that. Because again, they're not paying me directly; they're paying the actual resort, the cruise line, the hotel.
So what's the most so the trip what's the most I mean what that is have like seven do people go like 7 days and 7 nights
Mhm.
kind of trip or what how that go?
It just goes. They tell me how many days they want to go for, and that's like, and what's their budget, and then we'll look to see what's in their budget.
So if you okay so
So I mean, it's pretty clear cut. But what I will say, like again, if anybody would like to hear more and partner with me, I've dropped my number in the chat. They can text travel to 267-248-5314. It's 267-248-5314. I typed the wrong number in there
uh,
earlier.
uh, I got it's not in the chat but that I'll get to 'em. But if you were yeah what the what's the toughest part of being a travel agent? What's the toughest part of being a travel agent?
Um, I don't know of one. It's just like just having the time that they do everything, but I really don't know one. So it's individual to like because my day may look very different from your day. So
Well,
I can't say what's the hard part because what might be hard for me may be easy for you because we have two different businesses.
so when the youngest, I said it, your son take over, were they gonna follow your footsteps, or they gonna change the
That's up to them. I'll have the blueprint set, but that's up to them what they want to do with it.
well in that case, I mean this, if they love what they do, I mean I know people love their business, and this is the first time I ever got a business on my channel, which is great, and I would thank you for coming get a chance to get on my channel and everything. But
Mhm.
if you have any, if people have, if you have any advice for people that want to start their business, tell them again how they get to your business. If, do you have a Facebook account? I mean a Facebook page, or is it only on or is it on
I'm on Facebook
Instagram?
also. So what I will say is if you're already booking travel, stop leaving money on the table because you're paying a commission regardless of who you book with. Why not get that money back in your pocket? If you want to reach out to me to have a conversation to see how you can register for your credentials, you can text travel to 267-248-5314. My page on Instagram is Creative Sipz and Tripz. That's creative with a K. Kreative is Sipz is Sipz. And you can find me on Facebook under Kelly Wyatt Howe. And that's Kelli. My last name is Wyatt, Wyatt, Howe, Howell. Jarrett, thank you for having me this morning. I really appreciated it.
I appreciate that. I
All
will.
right.
And
And
don't
you
work
have a
too
great
hard.
day.
Hey, please don't work too hard. I know being a travel agent is kind of a busy,
Mm,
tough kind of thing, but just don't overwork yourself, okay? So
well, thank
I
you.
appreciate you coming up on my channel and get to know you a little better and all these business owners come on my page, but I wanted to have you back again soon, but
I absolutely will. Thank you again.
you're so welcome. All right.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. All right, y'all, that was picking Kay White, and she was a amazing guest, and I got to get to know her, and like all these business owners, I mean all these business be popped up on my page and my Facebook page, and I'm just getting, I'm going to do some interviews. I'm like, okay, so it's great to do that. So Kreative, Sipz and Tripz. Um, if you want to get if you want to do that, let them know, and we'll make it happen. And I want y'all take that full advantage by doing traveling. So the next interview will be until Saturday. Saturday night. I will have my former guest Beard, who was in here. So I will have him Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Um, I do have a link from him in 2023 when I started my interview journey on the YouTube app. So we will have him on my channel this weekend at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll have a fun. So you can get to know him a little better. Um, and that good stuff. Also in October, the interview that I was supposed to have yesterday was moved to October 7th, and then that way we'll have fun. So I see y'all on this weekend at 8 Eastern time, and we'll have a little fun. All right, and I am gone. I see y'all this weekend, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I want if it happens, it happens. If not, if I get home on time for it, we'll see. So, yeah, talks out. Peace.